welcome to the Media Zone Halloween edition. Live from the House of Frankenstein.
I'm scared, Ed. Hold me.
Lobby. For some reason, I thought we were going to be like lost in a corner somewhere, but we're almost on the street here, which is kind of fun.
I was a little surprised when I came in here. They had the whole big setup. I thought we were going to stand in a corner.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be like away in this corner, but we are right out here. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight as we do 2 films and all the usual fun. We even brought a mini version of the Poster Pairs game here, right here for you. And we also have a game to play when people wander in here. They have to put the Frankenstein films in order of their release. And we're going to give them passes to go into the Frankenstein.
They're going to have to be elderly folk to know all this.
I tried this out at work.
Yeah.
I think I cut it off at 5. I didn't put the ghost in there or the House of Dracula. I think it's kind of easy. Can you do it, Dave?
I don't know. I didn't even know that was what these were here for, so I have no idea. I didn't even see them.
That's what they're there for. And we are going to try it out.
All right. Oh, there you go. Now I see it. All right.
I was going to ask these folks, but it looks like they're all set over there.
They're going in. They're not messing with
right
us.
In there.
They're going in for the terror
and
the horror.
Tonight, we're going in there for the terror and the horror. You're going to see Ed and Dave go through the House of Frankenstein later on.
And you're going to see me soil myself.
Or at least the portions that we can catch with the camera, because it's very dark and spooky in there.
It's scary, Ed.
You're going to see us go in there, and then we're going to take a look at all the models that are also over here.
Are people, as they exit, going to cross in front of the camera?
They are.
Oh, that's a very nice setup we have.
There's no other setup.
There you go.
Not for them.
How'd you do?
Hi, kids.
You did all right.
Not for them.
Were you terrified?
I didn't expect it to be so big, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a good little display in there. But just remember, it's not real.
Look at Dave reassuring the kids as they walk
I don't
out.
want them to be scared for the rest of their lives.
Oh, he looked like he did all right going through there, a little kid.
Yeah, they're not crying.
Kids love to go in that spirit Halloween and jump on the little things and set off everything in motion.
You know, Ed, I went to that double end,
Okay.
the haunted hayride.
Yeah.
And after that, you have like 3 houses to go through. And the people I went with were scared and didn't want to go through the houses afterwards. But yet it was their idea to go. You go, you sit on the hayride, and then you won't get off the hayride to go to the haunted houses. Get off your asses and go through the haunted houses. That's what you went there for. Don't make me go through there. I wasn't wearing my Depends.
Was there an extra charge to go through?
No.
Maybe they didn't want. No, it was free to go through.
Well, the whole thing costs like $25.
Oh.
But then you get the hayride.
But it wasn't anything extra you had to pay.
No, not for those
No.
extra houses.
No. Go through the houses.
For God's sakes, people, you invite me to go. Go through everything. That's all I ask. But anyway, there you go.
So we're going to start with Thor, Dave.
All right, who's doing that?
You're going to do it while I attempt to...
Let me know when I should start.
Okay.
Because I got to figure out how to say that. Ragnarok?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok? How do you say it, producer?
Oh, the disc is a little askew. That's why it's not... Don't forget, this is live shooting. Live. You know, Steve Caparizzo had a lot of problems this week on there. He was laughing and... oh, here we go,
Here we
Dave.
go. Thor. Ragnarok. It's a Marvel Studios, of course. Thor is imprisoned on the other side of the universe without his mighty hammer. Maybe he has the crow with him. And he finds himself in a race against time to get back to Asgard to stop Ragnarok, the destruction of his homeworld and the end of Asgardian civilization at the hands of an all-powerful new threat, the ruthless Hela. But first he must survive a deadly gladiatorial contest that pits him against his former ally and fellow Avenger, the Incredible Hulk. Now this has Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange, Idris Elba Chris Hemsworth is, of course, Thor. Kate Blanchett, Tom Hiddleston, Anthony Hopkins, Mark Ruffalo, and Jeff Goldblum as the guy from Jurassic Park. Oh, no, he's not.
Now, you remember in the Civil War, Captain America Civil War, that we couldn't have Thor and the Hulk in there because they would throw off the teams. You know,
people were walking in front of the camera, but I realized we're showing the clip.
Yeah, they couldn't see that crew that went through. So, you know, if you had Thor or Hulk on your team, you would instantly win the Civil War. That's why they were kind of put off into this other film here. So now they're together.
I have not seen a Marvel superhero other than, say...
You saw the Avengers and you turned it off,
I
right?
didn't see the Avengers. I saw half hour of the Avengers, and I couldn't take it. Just like that Walking Dead.
Yeah, you did make an effort.
I tried. I watched the first 2 seasons, Ed. I can't do it.
The second season is a little slow, I will admit, Dave.
Well,
on the farm. It picks up a little from there.
All right, here you go.
Thor. And I'm going to put this on pause.
There you go.
Till we get to the next film, which is Jigsaw, Dave.
Oh, wow.
It is the 6 or 7
Oh, it's too many.
Saw film. I enjoyed most of them except the second one for some reason.
I saw only up to the second one. That's it. That's enough.
I just noticed the caretaker of the House of Frankenstein is out on the street, Dave. He's trying to get people in here to play our game.
Is he? Is that what he's doing?
I think that's what he's doing. And it looks like they just want a picture with Frankenstein.
That's all right.
They want no part of the hijinks that are going on here. Little do they know the value that is waiting in here when they try to win free passes to the House of Frankenstein with our game.
Now, here's the thing about winning the free passes to the House of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Whereas you and I would say this is a good idea,
Yes.
there are many a young child who may be too scared to even use the passes.
Well, we just saw a young guy go through and look like he survived. We got some people participating in the game, perhaps.
Oh.
Right now they're having a photo op
Oh, that's nice.
with Frankenstein, which is Frankenstein will be showing up later on. Now we have some people that look like they probably not aware of the 1930 Frankenstein films.
Right.
But we're going to give them a second chance like they do on the game shows. You know, they get a minute, and then if something's out of order, they can put it back in.
Okay.
So who wants to come and try to win passes to the House of Frankenstein? You're going to do it?
Yes.
We may need all the brain power we have. Now, what we have here, are you familiar with the original Frankenstein films?
No, probably not, Ed. They're not old enough. The movies are almost 80 years old.
Okay, we're going to give you a help and a chance to, you know, go maybe 1 or 2 times to rearrange. What we have here, and we're going to start you out. We're going to start, this was the first film in the Frankenstein series. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Now, what you have to do is put, what was the next film in the Frankenstein series? And you have 4 more to choose from.
Oh, no! Pick them up. All right. Which is the second movie that came out after Frankenstein? Which one? I don't even know if I'm right. I'm trying to give him a hint.
Dave's giving them the most startling hints here.
Are we at Guy's house?
Which one?
Correct.
Oh, very good. Bride. And let's see, what are the...
We have 3 left.
I don't even know. Oh, what's this one?
You would think after The Bride, what would be the next film?
Yeah, After the Bride.
After there's a monster and a bride, what would the next one be?
When the bride gets married to the Frankenstein, what might happen next? They'd have a son of Frankenstein.
Okay.
There you go. So that's 3.
That's 3.
Now you're on your own because I don't know which one comes next. Which
Well,
one
you got to think, just like the Avengers, they started with Iron Man, and then as they went along, there was more and more superheroes picked up.
Okay.
So we have a film where there's 2 monsters, and then we have a film where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monsters. So what would be the next film? Bingo!
Let's go.
We put Frankenstein and the Wolfman together, And
then
there, of course, then we throw just about everybody that's left
We
in
throw-
together.
we throw the whole house in.
So they did pretty good, seeing as they're only how old? 11 and 13.
11 and
They're
13.
pretty good with a little help from Dave. So we're going to give them three passes to the House of Frankenstein
Oh my God.
Wow.
from the Media Zone.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
We're also going to give you one of our web series cards, which will be coming your way anytime soon. And we'll give out 3 because we have a whole stack here. So,
Thank
so okay.
you.
Thanks for playing.
Oh my God, we're so excited. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks a lot.
God bless you guys.
Frankenstein.
Frank, how you doing, Frank?
Look who just happened to wander in. It's Frankenstein, Dave.
Get that? Can you get the camera way up there, producer?
The producer is on the camera there.
Looks like Michael Myers.
He just woke up.
That is the original Frankenstein. From what year was that released, Dave?
1931.
1931. I wonder if Frankenstein would know the order of the Frankenstein films.
We don't know. We don't know, Ed.
Frankenstein never talked in the Bela Lugosi version. We don't have
Okay.
that one, do we?
I don't.
Yes, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
Oh yeah, Bela Lugosi, right.
He didn't talk, right? A little bit?
Well, he talked in Bride, right?
Yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein. Then he went back to not talking.
Right.
In Son of Frankenstein. So there you go. And
It's-
now he's going away.
It's funny, in the Ghost of Frankenstein, they put Igor's brain in the Frankenstein monster.
Right.
And then he went blind. And in Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, he was supposed to be blind through the whole thing, which was why Bela Lugosi was going
Right.
around like this. But they cut the whole plot out.
There you go. Well, we had some. Are we going to play this again with someone else? You
We
think?
actually could play that again in a little while, but first we have to do Jigsaw.
Go ahead. Do Jigsaw,
I'm going to do Jigsaw.
which is not
For
what we're looking
some
at.
reason, no, we got the end of Thor on there. Actually, the kids did pretty good for that.
Well,
Other than everybody wanted to go from the bride to the house. I guess that's their old-fashioned values.
Yes.
The guy at work wanted to do
yeah,
that
the
too.
old-fashioned values of an 11-year-old. Ed.
Okay, Jigsaw. This is another in the Saw series, starring Laura Vandervoort, Callum Keith Rennie, and Tobin Bell somehow, even though he was killed off 3 movies ago. Bodies are turning up around the city, each having met a uniquely gruesome demise. As the investigation proceeds, evidence points to one suspect, John Kramer, the man known as Jigsaw, who has been dead for 10 years. Rated R for sequences of grisly, bloody violence and torture,
Oh.
and for language.
You can't go wrong with good torture, Ed.
This is nice to see in the movies, but you know there's going to be an unrated version coming out in 3 months. So do we go out and see the scary movie for
No.
Halloween?
No.
Or do we wait for the unrated one?
Well, you wait for the unrated one because I'm not paying $15 to see this crap.
Jeez.
Because that's what it is. But I like to see the good gore and the creative ways of killing people.
They seem to have eased up on the blood and guts in the R-rated films. Remember in the 80s, you couldn't even show Jason stab somebody, pretty much.
Right. Well, now anything, you take a hit of a joint and it's R-rated for drug use.
And as you know, watching The Walking Dead, TV has gotten so bloody, Dave.
Yeah, it was a little graphic. You could tell the cheap Adobe blood effects that they got splattering on there. But and the same sound every time they stab someone.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's a cantaloupe or something.
I don't know what it is.
Did you saw all the second season, though?
I did see all the second season.
My favorite thing in there was the well walker zombie.
Got pulled in half.
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
So we have Jigsaw. He can't be back though because he was killed at some point.
It's movies, Ed. You
I
can
don't
do
even-
anything.
I don't remember the.
Recorded everything on a card or something.
Yeah. So he could continue on with his games in the future.
Oh.
I forgot to mention at the top of the show because we had some excitement, but the past, I think it's been 6 weeks, we've had specials and shows because due to unforeseen events, we had to put some reruns on, but we did some good ones.
He won't know.
No,
No, he's too young.
we can't give him the test. Hey,
Hey,
even
what?
though it's the Halloween show, and folks are just wandering on in here. How you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a video.
That's the fun.
all right.
That's the fun of doing a live show.
What was that?
What do we got, Ed? Death?
We have to report some recent celebrity passings,
Oh.
even though you know it's a fun holiday show.
Well, this is the Halloween show with death is part of it.
We
Scares.
have to, unfortunately, Tom Petty, Dave,
Oh, that was shocking.
and we'll have some pictures up here. 66 he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monty Hall,
That's to be expected. He was 166.
he was 96, so you know that'll happen.
And then the saddest one of all.
Hugh Hefner,
Oh, that's sad.
91. The king of many a young boy in the 70s and 80s who didn't have this internet.
Harry
And
Dean Stanton. Great actor. Ed.
91.
Great character actor. And whoever the last one is.
Oh, Basil Gogos. I know you'll know his work, Dave. He did paintings for Famous Monsters
Oh, okay.
magazine.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yes, yes, very much so.
And 88, he was.
Anyone want to play the game? No? Come on in, kids. Play the game.
Hello, sir.
Opening.
To scare you.
There's somebody in there. He's trying to
Yeah.
get out.
It's
That's why we're here, for all the interaction.
nobody wants to play our game. One
I
more
think
game.
I think they're already going through. So Basil Gogos, you did know.
Yes, yes. I know the work.
Okay. He was actually at that Fanicon a few years ago.
I just want to tell the producer I'm not seeing a lot of this over there.
I did see it when you were talking. Maybe you were too.
That was it.
I see my reflection. I don't know.
In what? The coffin?
In the window.
Oh,
Oh.
back there, the glass.
You'll just pretend you're a spooky spirit back there. Oh, don't forget, later on, the people just wandering into the Frankenstein right now, we are going in there, Dave. We do have DVD releases, even though we're live here, Dave.
All right.
Coming out this week on DVD, it's War for the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That is coming out. The Emoji Movie, also out this week. And this is good for Halloween. Annabelle Creation, which made a lot of dough.
Okay.
The Old Dark House, do you know that one?
Nope.
With Boris Karloff?
Nope.
You don't know that. That
Don't
is
know that one.
Blood Feast, another good Halloween
I prefer
release.
Thanksgiving Day. A bloody feast.
Bloody Feast. And something here, it's one of those anime features. It's the Vampire Vixen and Fuzzy Lips Blu-ray release.
You know,
I'm not sure what's going on here.
I am going to go out on a limb here and say you cannot go wrong with Fuzzy Lips.
From what the picture I'm seeing here, it is what is in your mind at the moment, so I guess. But I'm not sure what this is all about.
Oh,
It's hentai heaven, whatever that is.
yeah. All right.
Okay, so here we are. We're lucky enough to have somebody here at the House of Frankenstein.
Is she coming over?
Hannah is going to help us out.
Does she really want to?
I doesn't know if she knows. There she comes. What we do here every week on the media. Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
What we do every week here is we try to give people a chance to win free movie tickets. And they write in with their picks, 2 numbers, 1 through 6, and we reveal them. And if they match, they win 2 free movie tickets to the Regal Cinema.
All right.
So this week, and we haven't had somebody help us out. I haven't had to do this for about 2 years now. But luckily we have Hannah. All you have to do is pick one out of there.
Or 2. There you go.
Dave usually does that.
Lawrence Katz, 2 and 4.
Lawrence Katz, 2 and 4. Now what you're gonna do is take off 2 and 4.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't this have been explained to her before?
I think it's easy to explain there. 2 and 4. Yeah, those just flip over, I believe.
Okay.
2 and 4.
They don't match. Oh.
They don't match. I can't see.
2 and 3 matched, I think.
Oh.
Because I can see number 3. I think. There you go.
What they are here is all Frankenstein posters this week.
Wow. But Lawrence did not win.
He did that. That's too bad on what? Yeah, they don't all come up. The top row is not attached. Well, thank you, Hannah, for helping out. Okay. Thank you. And nobody on the street yet to come in and play our game. Oh, we are going on the tour. Ed and Dave are going in there. Now, you hadn't been, you went in last year, but before that, you hadn't been in a long, long time.
That is correct.
So what we're going to do is you're going to see Ed and Dave go into the House of Frankenstein at the brightest spots that are in there. There's a lot of dark, spooky things we're not going to be able to capture on our high-def cameras. But where there are light spots, you will see Ed and Dave going through. So why don't we take a look at that right now.
Right, we're going.
You're doing it as long as the battery holds out.
We have a tour guide, so if I get scared, I can just hide behind her.
Canadians?
Oh, okay.
What we have here, this is the Media Zone, a show that runs in Albany, New York. And you can all come over, stand next to the table here. You guys can come out if you want. We're holding
Feel free to walk in front of the cameras. It's all right.
This will all be edited by me for hours and hours coming up.
You can go through.
No wonder that web series never gets done. Okay.
We're going to have to edit that out.
Okay, you guys want to stand here? Anybody that wants to be on camera, come on in here.
You don't want to be on camera, like me.
How familiar are you guys with the original Frankenstein films?
Well, we're going way back now. You're talking the 30s. All right. Well, then this should be fun.
We're gonna.
Here. This is it.
We always give people help. We start out with Frankenstein.
What we're doing is putting the films in the order that they were released. So the first one, obviously, Frankenstein, 1931. What is the next one out of all of these? Which one would be next? Let's see, what do we got back here? We have Son of Frankenstein back here, House of Frankenstein back here, and then the other two. Which one would be next? Which one would be next? Which one would be next? Which one would be next?
The curator is giving you help. Where did that come from?
What was that? What's he got over there?
He's got one of those exclusive
go.
Walmart glow-in-the-dark covers right over here.
Right.
So we got the bride.
The bride.
Now here's the tricky one.
Which one would be next? Very good.
A lot of people go with House for some reason,
Right.
but got Son right.
Right. And which one would be next? Frankenstein meets the Wolfman is correct. And this would be the last one.
There we go. Beautiful job.
Well done.
With a little assist from the Walmart exclusive Blu-ray over there. But what we have here, we got 4 going in. We have 4 admissions for playing the game.
There
Thanks
you
a
go.
lot for playing. And this is our web page. You want to check that out? Thanks for playing. Okay.
Enjoy the scares. Yeah.
We heard the crow through the entire show, Dave.
That's correct.
And hopefully us once in a while.
It's actually me, Ed. I'm very hungry.
So why don't we go over and take a look at the display of models that are here at the House of Frankenstein. And what we wanted to mention too is the House of Frankenstein is open when? Weekends until Halloween, and then it's open Halloween. And then that's it. Then Frankenstein goes back in the tomb until when? April? I think he'll be open up again.
Well, why don't we? I know we're doing this show for Halloween, but we should do a show from here in April to get people to come here during the course of the season.
We could do that also,
There you go.
if we're allowed. Just remember, you're suggesting this a couple days ago. You were saying you forgot how long the drive was.
I didn't say I was going to come up here and do it. You could do it yourself.
If you're not coming up, then don't suggest
It could
me.
be our last show because that's April.
We could. We'll think about it. We still have the Aunt Perillo guest shot to do. She said she welcomed us down there with open arms, Dave.
I don't want her arms open, Ed.
Well, yes, we have to wrap up the show. Right now, we're going to take a look at the models.
All right, let's go over
When we're done with that, we're going to come back to the desk, and then we're going to wrap up the Halloween show here at the House of Frankenstein.
in Lake George, New York.
There you have it, all the models that are here in the House of Frankenstein lobby, Dave.
I'm just so scared, Ed, from being here. Going in
Very
there.
scary. But a little tot went through and seemed to survive, Dave.
We don't know that yet. I don't think he came out.
He came out, he walked right by
Maybe
the
he's part
desk
of,
a
maybe he's
couple
part of the
times.
display now. I gotta check that out.
All right, so we have to wrap up the Halloween show. We had a lot of fun here,
As
playing
always.
games.
Oh, it's a great place, people.
And if you're just missing the first airing, this will be airing on Halloween, Dave.
All right.
Halloween night we'll be running this again. We want to thank Frankenstein for popping in, helping out with the game.
That's right. And people, pop in here, the House of Frankenstein. You gotta come in here. This place is great. Just to look at the models is worth it. But you want to come in and, pay your admission.
Right.
But
We're not going to be here every weekend to
No.
help you out with some passes, but by the way, speaking of that, all those passes we gave out, they haven't come out yet.
no,
it's a long.
I'm telling you, there's something going on back there.
It is a nice long trip through there. I think it's 40,
yeah.
It can take 45 minutes or so to go through there. So thanks for watching the Media Zone Halloween show, and thanks to the House of Frankenstein for allowing us to shoot our show here this year. It was a lot of fun coming out in public here.
For the love of God, Ed, end the show already. It's 40 minutes in. You're going to be complaining about how much editing you have to do.
All right. We will see you next time, live from the Media Zone sets.